Hi everyone, it's me Sally, aka Sailor Tarot Magic, and we're going to do tarot today for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The following reading will be for today, September 10th through the 17th. I am doing my readings on Fridays now, so people have an outlook for the weekend into the upcoming week. And for a full picture, watch your sun, moon, and rising. So I have a couple of announcements. First one being, shout out to Sailor Moon, who was the inspiration to me growing up and kind of a guiding light in my spiritual awakening. If you follow the anime that has been rebooted with Sailor Moon Crystal and the movies that just released on Netflix, Sailor Moon Eternal, and there's a bunch of spiritual innuendos and spiritual synchronicities that I was like, oh, level up, power up, Sailor Senshi, each ruling a planet, just like astrology, each having an element power. I'm like, come on now, how do you not see that? And I like how this portion is getting lighter with each installment that I do of the elements, because I was like, Sailor Earth, Sailor Water, Sailor Air, Sailor Fire, and I'm like, that sounds like legit. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was today pretty much marks a year since I had my milestone of like an event of like a pivot that I had to do essentially, because you know what I always say, like about changes and following your intuition. So last year, this time of year, I went to Salem, and it was just a trip for like fun to get into the Halloween spirit and, you know, to take a break from all the difficulties that were happening. And I had moments, I had breakthroughs of messages and signs telling me to quit my job and do tarot full time. And that was, and if not, that my life was going to be a lot more difficult. And I was suffering. So, you know, as soon as I was able to, you know, I made the move and things just started coming together. Things just started working for me. The universe was working for me because I was in alignment. And I know I talk about all these things in readings, but it's not just pie in the sky and all these like hypothetical things. These are real things that I applied in my own life that I hope to share with you and continue and guide you on your journey and wherever it is you want to go and you want to achieve and be, because it is possible. And I'm not saying that my journey is over. It's never over, but I am more than happy to provide that boost, provide that insight. And this, for me, this is how I do it. And it's very fulfilling, and I enjoy where it has taken me and where it continues to take me. So, okay, I think we can get into the read now. Luckily, I'm not babbling as much as I did in the very beginning in the fire sign. But if you've been following along with the other reads, there's a heavy energy, and I want to not to hate on Scorpios, but there's Scorpio moon and then Scorpio Venus, and I have a Scorpio Venus, and that's another thing that we should talk about in another video is planets and what they mean and the alignment and birth chart. So a lot of the people I speak to tell me they know little to nothing about astrology, so I feel like that is something I can also shed insight on in an introductory fashion, but something I can shed insight on. All right. Okay, so now I feel ready for the reading. I feel shuffled enough. Okay, so let's ask our questions. All right, so what do air signs need to know for this weekend and the upcoming week? What do air signs need to know? What do they need to pay attention to? you can be healed from the past. So, air signs, I want to say that there may be somebody from your past rearing their ugly head, bringing back bad memories, bringing back traumatic events, traumatic incidents. And I want to say is you don't have to go back there. You move forward. You did the work. You healed yourself. Nobody ain't got shit on you. And that is awesome. So you keep doing your thing. I feel like you have your boundaries. You have your progress that you have made as an individual, that you can no longer be brought down to that lower vibe level. I'm admiring my nails, don't mind me. I just got them done today because people are going to be looking at my hands on Sunday. So, okay. All right. All right, so we'll take that message with us in the read. Okay, so what is the message for air signs? What is the present energy? Okay, so you got 10 of Pentacles reversed. So this is telling me you may be looking at things in a pessimistic fashion, where you're looking at what you don't have, or what you, the one thing left that you are striving for, which is fine to aspire to that thing. But I feel like the universe is calling you to be grateful for the things you do have, and the things that they have paved the way for you. So there are certain things in your path that the universe has led you there, and you may be missing it, or you may not be paying attention. It's like, oh, I don't have this one thing. And the universe is like, but look at all these other things that I did for you. So maybe it's also about also being more open to changes and rolling with the punches a little bit more, because you have these expectations, and when they don't follow this guideline, you're kind of like, oh, well, that's not really what I wanted. And it's like, well, what about attitude of gratitude? You know what I'm saying? All right. So what is the past energy? Okay, so you got King of Wands. So that's like heavy fire sign energy, heavy creativity energy. So I want to say is, this is telling you, stand in your own power. Take your power back. Within you healing, this made room for you to be more creative and be able to solve problems better. I feel like you can use this energy to become more grateful and be like, hey, you know what? I do notice a change in myself. I do notice a change in my attitude. Maybe if I take it up a notch, I'll get to that point. But you know what? Right now, I'm happy where I'm at, and I'll just be patient and enjoy the ride. Sounds like a plan to me. All right, so what is the future energy? Okay, so you got Page of Swords reversed, which again, I want to say is a warning or advisory. And don't be alarmed, because there's a lot of that going around for all the signs, basically saying, don't take people's word for gospel. So I want to say is, if you ask somebody for feedback and they kind of give you something negative, I want to say that it's not genuine, or it's not constructive criticism. It's more like they're trying to make you feel bad because you were able to do something ambitious and take a risk, and they're almost like insecure that you did that and they didn't. And it's like, well, are you really trying to help me, or are you just trying to get information? So this is why I always am weary who I share information with, because it's like, do you want to know because you care about me, or do you want to know because you're just nosy and want information? And are you using this as ammo at a later date? And like, it sucks to be like that, but not everyone can be trusted. And this is where the intuition comes into play. Everybody puts off a vibe, and vibes don't lie. And this is a lot of what I learned, slowly but surely, and you can too. All right, so why is this all happening? Okay, Six of Cups. All right, so this is telling me that in the past, that this person that this is talking about may have been a good friend, may have been trustworthy, and somewhere something changed, something shifted, someone influential came in, or you fell out, or there was a miscommunication of something, and then it blew up into something that it wasn't even supposed to be. So what I want to say is, you take that memory of that person, who they were, and know that they are no longer that person. So it's almost like not to be attached to what that person was. Give them the benefit of the doubt. But if they show you who they are right now, then that's all you need to know. Another fudging heavy reading. Air signs, you cannot escape. We are all in this together. Okay, so what is the best possible outcome? Okay, so you got 8 of Pentacles. So this is telling me that you're going to hash it out with this person. You're going to be real. You're going to come to a reconciliation, be like, hey, I noticed that you're not as cool with me as you used to be. Or I used to feel comfortable telling you X, Y, and Z, and now I don't because I feel like you're judging me. And that person may show you like, hey, I'm sorry. They may not realize how they're coming off. And I feel like this is kind of related to the earth sign and the fire sign. So like, we're all going through it. So just be patient with everybody because we're all going through something. And so that concludes the reading for air signs. For a personal read, you can call or text me. My number is 732-314-0777. For your full picture, watch your sun, moon, and rising. And Sunday, I will be in Red Bank for the street fair. And for information is in the description of this video. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. And last but not least, I'll be doing water signs next. All right, bye.